Hey Ebronin, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a must-have tool for anyone working on Suzuki outboards. The Suzuki SDS Marine Diagnostic System, if you're a marine mechanic, a serious TIA, or just someone who wants to understand their Suzuki engine better. This video is for you. We're going to cover what it is, what it does, and why it's the gold standard for Suzuki diagnostics. So, what exactly is the Suzuki SDS stands for Suzuki Diagnostic System, and it's the official, factory-level scanner designed specifically for Suzuki marine outboard engines. Think of it as the ultimate communication tool between you and your engine's computer, or EC. It plugs directly into your engine's diagnostic port and gives you a window into its electronic soul. This isn't just some generic code reader. This is the real deal. The same equipment that certified Suzuki technicians use every single day in their workshops. Now let's talk about its core functions. The most common use for the SDS is reading and clearing fault codes. When your engine's check engine light comes on, the SDs will tell you exactly what the problem is. Is it a faulty sensor? A misfire? An issue with the fuel system? Instead of guessing and throwing parts at the problem, the SDS pinpoints the issue. It can read codes related to the fuel injection system, throttle position sensors, map sensors, oil pressure faults, and critical cooling system failures. Knowing the exact fault code saves you an incredible amount of time, money, and frustration. But the SDS does so much more than just read codes. One of its most powerful features is its ability to display live data streams from the engine. While the engine is running, you can monitor dozens of parameters in real time. You can see things like engine RPM, coolant temperature, injector pulse width, ignition timing, and battery voltage. This is incredibly useful for diagnosing problems that don't necessarily trigger a fault code. For example, if an engine is running a bit rough, you can watch the live data to see if a sensor is giving an erratic reading, or if one cylinder is performing differently from the others. This brings me to another game-changing feature: graphical engine performance logging. This is where the Suzuki SDS really shines, especially when you're dealing with those tricky, intermittent problems. You know, the ones the engine runs perfectly fine at the dock, but then it starts to act up 20 minutes into a trip, only to run fine again later. These can be a nightmare to diagnose. Wheat, TS, DSA. You can start a recording session, go out on the water, and let the system log all the engine data. When the problem occurs, you can mark that moment in the log. Once you're back at the dock, you can review the entire session. The data is displayed in easy-to-read graphs. You can overlay different parameters, like RPM against throttle position or engine temperature. This visual representation makes it much easier to spot anomalies. You might see a sudden drop in fuel pressure right before the engine stumbles, or a spike in temperature that coincides with the issue. This ability to capture and analyze data from real-world operating conditions is invaluable for finding those ghost problems that are otherwise impossible to replicate in the workshop. It takes the guesswork completely out of the equation. Beyond diagnostics, the SDS also has service and maintenance functions. You can use it to perform stationary tests, like actuating the fuel pump or checking individual injectors to make sure they're firing correctly. You can also view the engine's operating history, including the total running hours and a breakdown of how many hours were spent at different RPM ranges. This is fantastic information to have, whether you're reevaluating a used engine for purchase or just keeping a detailed service history of your own motor. In summary, the Suzuki SDS Marine Diagnostic System is an essential piece of equipment for anyone serious about maintaining and repairing Suzuki outboards. It goes far beyond a simple code reader, offering live data streaming, powerful graphical logging for intermittent issues, and a suite of service functions. It empowers you to diagnose problems with dealership-level accuracy, saving time, money, and ensuring your engine is running at peak performance and reliability. It truly is the main scanner for Suzuki outboards, for a reason. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you a clear overview of the Suzuki SDS. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into marine tech. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next video. If you have any questions about the SDS, or have your own experiences with it, drop a comment below. We love hearing from you. Catch you in the next one.